It's time for another cosmic blast from the Cosmic Codes Guidance Deck. Hi everybody. Again, I'm astounded by the card that I drew. I set the intention for a guidance card for us all for this week, and I've drawn number 42. The name of the card is For the Refugee Crisis in Myanmar, and the key phrase, unconditional love. And it's quite easy for me to share this. The code came in at a time when there was obviously a refugee crisis in Myanmar, and I landed this code to share into the Royal Lyran project. So I'm just going to read from my journal entries and what transpired at the time that the code landed. The date it came in was the 8th of December 2019. And I say in that transmission, I have a beautiful initiative birthed by Spirit in 2018, which I have called the Royal Lyran Project. From the time I sent out the clarion call to those who are part of this sacred service, I have connected to the most amazing grid and code keepers and earth healers. I have brought in trines that pretty much cover the entire globe and also connect to etheric points and stars. With each trine comes a code that we meditate on and which I transduce and dance to life. This is part of my soul mission, my calling, and my greatest joy to perform. We also focus on specific situations, such as the code I brought in for Venezuela last year, then for Zimbabwe when it was in heightened crisis, and others. One of the Royal Lyrans in the group at the time brought to our attention the refugee crisis in Myanmar. We are doing whatever we can, in whatever way, with various initiatives to transmute dark force energies and bring about the perfect divine will for all affected by this horror. I was guided to bring in this code today, trusting that it will bring in exactly what is required for the victory of the light. Thank you for being with me as generators. Much gratitude and keep shining. And then I shared it on my blog as well, and I'd like to read what I wrote there, because that feels very relevant today. Even though this was specifically for the refugee crisis in Myanmar, I have some insights to it landing in our field today. As often happens with these earth healing and transmutational cosmic codes, they drop into my awareness most often in dream time. They are seldom a result of conscious thought or intention, rather a seed from Prime Creator. Although this code landed on 8 December 2019, I believe the intention, application, and unconditional love can be applied at any time for any region. After all, we are moving out of the restrictions of perceived space-time and into a oneness that is everywhere and everything in the now. My first sense when I saw this card as the draw was that we here on Earth are refugees from a galactic war that happened eons ago. So I'll just drop that in for now. And then I'm going to read from the guidance booklet, the co-creative energies. The encoded date of this card, number 42, is 9, which is about global awareness. Very much prevalent in our field at the moment. Humanity is at a tipping point. We need to make a choice. What world will we create and manifest in which to live for ourselves while we're still here and for our children's children's children? So global awareness, the key phrases: majestic, philosophical completion, and the intuited phrase, conscious humanitarian. The Gematria of the name for the refugee crisis in Myanmar is a 148, reducing to numerology 4. That is the salt of the earth, which we are, and why we are here and doing what we need to do. Keywords: strength, stability, trustworthiness. Quiet defender. So beautiful and powerful. The kin is 149, red rhythmic moon. So this is the day that the code landed. The keywords: initiate, balance, healing. Guided by awakened consciousness. Again, I'm blown away with this code. And the alchemical energy is beryllium, which keyword was given to me as being brilliance. So I invite you to go forth into this week and shine your brilliant light, transmuting everything that is trying to hold us in a prison planet. Lots of love and keep shining.